institutions.
Ambassador, Canada has been vocal about specific prisoners' rights in states such as Iran, Russia, China, but Canada has been silent on the issue of imprisonment and harassment of Pashinyan's political opponents. I'm not going to name a lot of names, but a couple of them, one of them died in jail last year. Actually, he died in court during a court appearance, Armen Grigoryan. Armen Ashodian is currently in jail. He's one of the most prominent opposition leaders. So there are political prisoners in Armenia, but nobody in the West is particularly holding Pashinyan accountable for that. Does Canada recognize that there are political prisoners in Armenia?
What I would say is that Canada is engaged in, or the expansion of our engagement with Armenia is very much focused on the fact that Armenia has embraced democratic reforms, and that these obviously include respect for human rights, the independence of the judiciary, free press, freedom of assembly, and everything that comes with it. Mm-hmm. So I would not, particularly because we're still so new and arriving on the ground, I would not feel that I could make any specific comments about any individual case. But certainly, I would say that not just Canada, but I think very much the West in general's increased engagement has come about because of the commitment that Armenia has shown to embracing democracy, and that it would be very important for that to continue.
Okay, so as the embassy eventually matures and has more resources, do you think that this will become something that's on the Armenian-Canadian agenda of discussions?
Well, certainly I would say already what we are trying to do is engage with the full range of civil society, of academics, of political parties, business associations. What we want to do is to have a full understanding of all of the different perspectives and concerns that exist within Armenia. Again, Canada is not a country that tries to interfere or impose our views on any way. But what we are trying to do, including through some of the assistance that we are providing, is to strengthen all of the institutions that are key for sustaining democracy, including partnerships with civil society organizations that are focused on human rights, including engaging with, as I say, all the different parties in the political system. I've had meetings, for example, with the Canada Parliamentary Friendship Group on several occasions, and I think one of the encouraging signs is that there are members from all of the political parties that take part in that. Just as in Canada, support for our engagement with Armenia is a non-partisan issue, and it is supported by members of all of the major Canadian political parties.
So, in your meetings with with that group, was the issue of political prisoners brought up? If you can talk about that.
I would not want to get into specifics of what was discussed with any individual meeting or with any individual, but certainly I would say in the course of my meetings with the broad spectrum of interlocutors in Armenia, that those concerns have been amongst those that have been raised. Yes.
And we hope you enjoyed this clip from our podcast. Click on the link to listen to the entire episode. And remember, your support helps us expand our reach. So please donate to us at podcasts.groong.org. That is GROONG.org. Or scan the barcode on your screen. Thanks in advance.